Hi there, I'm James the Penguin, and I'm doing a wrap up for my YouTube channel over 2020. Just a little kind of like get together of all the sort of things that happened over the year. It was an absolutely crazy year for a lot of people, for the world, really. It was a bit tragic in some stages and stuff like that. But what I wanted to do was just a little like wrap up, just to say like about the year that I had, things that happened, and just basically a thank you to people that have been watching the channel and that have subscribed and stuck through me throughout the year. So I've got my YouTube channel up here, and the first video that I uploaded in 2020 was how I broke my ankle. This was January the 5th, or I'm pretty sure it was the 5th. I get confused whether it's the 5th or 6th, but I think it was the 5th. Start of the year, paintballing, and broke my ankle. It's easily the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It was a crap start to the year. But to be fair, everything seems to be getting there now with it. I'm managing to walk around a lot, like back to work, all sorts. And that was kind of what kickstarted my YouTube, like really just kickstarted it back. Before then, I hadn't uploaded since August the 5th, 2019, where I did a Minecraft series. And that's something that I'm looking at bringing back this year. I know it's going to be like 2 years later, but I really do enjoy the Minecraft videos. And that's something that I just wanted to kind of, when I got the love for it again, and when I wanted to kind of like re-put it out, that's something that I was planning on doing. So, where do we start with 2020? We have Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Now, Scooby-Doo has become a big part of this channel. I've done almost every game. There's a few that I need to tick off the list, but I have done almost every game. And we started the year with Unmasked, and Unmasked was a lot of fun. Now, if I try and get myself back through here. So yeah, starting with Unmasked, played a little bit of Grounded. Grounded was a really fun game. I've tried going back to that, but my computers, when recording at the same time, I think all the updates and that, I think it's a little bit too much now. So I'm looking at getting a 3070 this year and just upgrading a few more parts of my PC. But it's just time. It's getting hold of the parts and stuff like that. And while I'm recording all these PS2 games, and I've got some N64 stuff that I've bought, and then just all sorts of bits that I'm just planning on doing with the channel. There's a video that I've got in the play that's been in the play in the works for absolutely ages. My headphones are trying to shut themselves down because they've not been doing anything. Fall Guys come out this year. It's crazy to think that Fall Guys came out this year. I played that, I wouldn't say a ton, but I played it on quite a few live streams. Moving on next, we've got Man of Medan. Man of Medan was a really fun game, and I was quite excited to play the new one, but people said it's more of the same, so I didn't really pick it up and give it a go. But yeah, moving on from there, Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. Again, another classic Scooby-Doo game. This time I played it on Wii, and it was challenging, to say the least. I don't like the Wii controls at all. But yeah, fun game. And then moving on from there, the Simpsons game. We need to finish that. I had all sorts of issues with that. So I bought a copy of the Simpsons game. I've got a copy of it on Wii. I did my first video on Wii, and it was terrible. I hated the control system. So I purchased it on PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 copy didn't work properly, so I had to use an emulator. And using an emulator is a bit of a grey area for me, but if I've got it on disc, I'm not too fussed with actually using an emulator to play it. So if I've got the games, then I think I'll play them on emulator. So yeah, so how many episodes did we get through there? Six. I don't think there's a great deal left to do, maybe like 4 or 5 levels. And then on to an absolute banger, Crash Bandicoot. It's about time. Crash Bandicoot 4. Jeez, I can't say enough good things about that game. It was really fun, and how much the series must have ended up being at least 12 hours, maybe not that long, maybe a little bit shorter, just looking at all the video lengths. 12 episodes averaging about 30 minutes to 50 minutes long. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but Crash Bandicoot 4 was a lot of fun. There's no games that I hated this year that I played. And I mean, I would get through a game and like maybe upload a few episodes if I didn't like it. But all these games I really want to play. It's just I've been having issues with like The Simpsons and stuff like that. There's just issues. So these are games that I'm going to come back and visit. I wouldn't put it out on my channel if I didn't enjoy it. That's the main thing. There's a few games that I've tried and gone to record and didn't go like how I wanted it to, or that I didn't enjoy as much as I thought I would, so I haven't played them. I have put off Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights only because I have played that game to death when I was younger, and I don't think I completed it. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I made it part way through it and must have played it over and over and over again. I think it's when I didn't have a memory card and I played it over and over again. So that's something that I'm eventually going to get to, but it's having the like, oh, yeah, I really want to play that, do you know what I mean? But yeah, moving on to the next games we played Pumpkin Jack. Now this series didn't really get a lot of views, to be honest, but I enjoyed the game no end. And if you haven't seen it and you like the Scooby-Doo stuff, then I would really recommend checking it out. It's not anywhere similar, but it would be really worth checking out because them videos, I really enjoyed that game. And it's just a light-hearted, fun game. Compared to Medieval, if you've ever seen that, it's just a bit of a tongue-in-cheek little just fun platformer sort of thing. Then moving on next, I played an absolute ton of Baldur's Gate 3. All live streamed, I'm pretty sure. Did I live stream from the beginning? I possibly did. Maybe not. Phasmophobia for the live streams. I played Horizon Zero Dawn in some live streams. I completed Horizon off live stream just because a lot of it was starting to become like really monotonous, like running across the map, running back across the map. So I played a lot of that off live stream. That game though has to be like in my top games of the year, even though it's like way old. For me, what I played in the year has to be in the top. Then moving on to the next series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jeez, this game gave me issues. Like just the janky controls and all sorts. It just gave me tons of issues. And then, like when I put it all out like this, it seems like a really like short year. And where did this year go? Like honestly. But yeah, we're moving on to the last game that I played for the year, and that is Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Now, when I recorded this, I put the first episode out thinking, yeah, people will like this because people enjoyed the videos, the Scooby-Doo videos. But first day I released the episode 1, I put it on a like scheduled release, like 2 days before it actually got released itself. And I went to work that day and totally forgot that I'd released it. And just a few comments came in and I looked at the views and I had like 40 views on it within like 2 or 3 hours. And for me, that is mental. Like the channel doesn't do views like that. Do you know what I mean? We're still in the very early stages. I'm hoping 21, there's going to be more like traction towards the channel. I'm going to try and start uploading a bit more and like trying to work on some different things and some different concepts. Not just gaming, I want to work on some other things, but then with everything that's happening in the world, you're never quite sure what's going to happen. But yeah, Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem has got to be my favourite Scooby-Doo game so far, I think. When looking back and thinking about it and looking at all the thumbnails and everything like that, like I'd get off recording and I'd be like, damn, I just want to make more videos on it. Like it was such a fun game, and the reception from it has been really, really good. So I'm really glad about that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much like my channel wrapped up video wise. What I do want to say is thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the subscriptions, for sticking with me throughout the year and just enjoying the content with me. I don't know what's going to happen with YouTube. Obviously, the dream for like everyone that does it is like, oh, I would love to be making YouTube videos full time. And the reality of that is it's 1,000,000 to 1. Not a lot of people do it. But to do that would be an absolute dream. I love making content. I love making music. I do that on other channels. I love making the gaming videos. I love shooting video. It just entertainment for me is just like the one. I really wish that there's something down the pipeline where I can kind of get myself into that a bit more, rather than just monotonous jobs. But we've got to earn a living, haven't we? But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's been watching the videos. I hope you had like a nice end to the year. It was a massively disappointing year, 2020. But on the other side of the leaf, I think I done quite well out of the year. I think I gained quite a few subscribers. The channel did really well. And people have said they've been loving the videos. Like if they're bored in the evening, or if they like just for nostalgia and stuff like that, people have been watching the videos, and I'm really thankful for that, and I'm really glad that people get that from the videos. So yeah, it's just a big thank you to everyone that's been watching. Thank you if you managed to sit through this. What an absolute waffle. But yeah, more in 2021, and I hope that your year goes amazing, and we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. I've been James the Penguin. Goodbye.